Hello.
All right.
We're live.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night.
Hello, hello.
Wherever the fuck you're from. Everything's dry, Johnny. All right. So, all right, we're all here. We're sorry we're a couple minutes late. We're running around like hamster wheels on a hamster wheel.
Exactly.
Yep.
Hamster wheels on a hamster
Just
wheel.
like it.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Wait.
Oh, shit.
Episode number.
You know what? I'm rusty. I'm rusty.
Rusty.
Um,
It's all right.
413?
12.
What about 411 wasn't on Friday?
Yeah.
412 must have been on Friday. Well,
No. Today's 412.
All right.
412?
Fuck it.
I think so.
412. I thought I said 411 on
It was
Wednesday.
412 on Friday.
Ah!
So Nick was right.
Oh, no, I read the number wrong. I'm looking on the screen all the way down there.
So it
It's
is
just-
413?
It's 413.
I was
There you
correct.
Go, Nick.
You were correct.
See this?
Even when you have a few days off.
You see this? All right. Episode 413. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on. That's 413. Fuck free world. It's 313. Fuck. All right. No, whatever.
Same
All right.
thing.
Same
Close
thing.
enough.
So Johnny's going to read you some topics that's coming out. What's coming out for shows today or something like that. Tomorrow. We got a lot of shit to talk about today. And I'm going to go on my little rant that these guys have already listened to. But since they love me so much, they're going to listen to it again.
Hell yeah, we will.
So, without
right.
further ado, Johnny, please take this shit away.
First of all, how was everyone's weekends this weekend?
It was good.
We got a good
It
weekend?
was good. I bounced back like I never left.
Yep.
Yeah, you know.
Started house shopping.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
Some stuff for the house.
Yeah,
There
what'd
you
you
go.
look at?
Got some outdoor stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah. Got some. Julia and I have some big plans for this backyard.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, that's huge.
Yep.
I love to hear that.
Yep.
Get
huge.
started early.
Get started early. Don't do it at all.
It's a good. It
You
was a
don't
good.
do it when you're young. You'll never do it.
Yep.
Ain't that the truth? It was a
All
good
right.
weekend to spend with the mothers out there.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day.
You
Happy
spent-
late Mother's Day.
You spent with a couple mothers?
Yeah.
Few of them.
Other people's
Definitely
mothers?
A few of them. Definitely not mine. No.
Definitely not yours.
No. On Saturday, I went out to lunch
Talk
with.
about dickhead of the year win.
On Saturday, I went out to lunch with my mom, my aunt, my nanny, and then Sunday I spent the day with my mom.
Yep.
Good weekend for it.
How
Yeah.
cute.
You know,
All ladies in your life.
you gotta do what you got. That's it. That's all I got. So
Shit.
that's all I got.
Yep.
Good weekend though.
Good
How about you,
weekend.
Johnny?
I had a good weekend. I had fun. I wasn't here Friday. I went on a little weekend trip getaway to Portland, Maine.
Portland, Maine.
Oregon. No, just kidding.
Yeah, not Oregon. Went to Maine. Had a good time. Pretty relaxing weekend. Just walked around the city a bit.
Little
Want some
Airbnb style.
Little Airbnb.
Put the D in the I and the C in the K. Send me. That was a fucking layup.
That was. I mean, what are we doing?
what are
Come
we
on.
doing here?
On fire right now.
Yeah, but it was a good weekend. Just a nice, fun weekend.
Can I tell you guys something?
Yes, you can.
Next weekend, this
Yes.
upcoming weekend is the one we should be looking forward to.
This weekend and next
90 degrees on Saturday.
Woo! This
Are
week?
you-
This week? No
It's gonna
shit.
be 80 on Thursday, Friday, close to 90 on Saturday, 80 on Sunday.
All right, we're showing up naked to work.
Bro, oh my god.
Sweating my ass
I am
off
gonna-
already thinking
I
about
am gonna be on the lake on Saturday. I'm
Ooh.
gonna be on a boat. I'm gonna have a drink in my hand, and I'm gonna be responding to no messages on Saturday. I'm going off the grid.
I got a little darty action on Saturday. Gonna be
You
a warm
or me?
day for me. I
Oh,
know.
you?
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
I mean, tis the season.
Tis the season.
To be Charlie. La, 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 la.
But yeah, it'll be a good one.
Yep.
Can't wait.
90. I knew it was going to be in the 80s. Didn't realize it was going to hit 90.
It's gonna be warm. Yep.
It's gonna
Good.
get warmer and warmer as the week goes on.
Good.
Good. Fucking all this bullshit should stop. Slow
act-
fucking chill in
I'm
the
actually
morning.
gonna take my sweatshirt off right now.
Woo! Take it off.
Just the
Wow.
sweatshirt, guys. Maybe
Take off
maybe
the pants. Take off the pants.
then we'll make our way down.
You're swinging your wood around.
Smack. Ooh. Hey yo.
Yeah, layup. So that's a weekend recap. For what we got coming out this week on the YouTube. Today we got Past the Ox Part 2 coming out.
Tonight?
8 p.m. tonight. That was a fun game. Big Nick was the judge for that.
Nick was the judge.
Pass the ox.
And then tomorrow we've got the 2000s Disney Channel quiz. So a couple of us took a quiz on the Disney Channel.
Yep.
See how we did.
Yep.
And we also have the Mustache Bros AEW quiz.
Yes,
coming out
we
tomorrow.
do. People have been asking for
A
some.
to the Z to the BNB.
People have been asking for AW content. Well, you got it. We listen to the fans, so
Yep.
be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, if you don't listen to them, they'll kill you.
What he said.
Speaking of fans, today's animal fact of the day. If I don't see an animal fact in there by the
Oh,
end of the
So
show,
we got a request.
Wasn't
so,
it someone's
Whoa.
birthday?
Yeah, today's Cal's Cal L15 is his birthday.
Cal.
Okay.
There
So
we
he's
go.
requesting. He said, "Can I give you my animal for animal facts since it's his birthday?"
All right.
Happy
Fair enough.
birthday, Cal.
Happy
Happy birthday,
birthday.
Cal. 21, I think he
I think
said.
he said 21. yeah.
21?
Manny, man.
So yeah, drop your animal fact in the comments, and Nick will do it.
Yep, sounds good.
And if
I
you want
like that. Give the people the chance to explore what they want to hear.
Exactly. If you want to voice your opinion on what you want to hear for animal fact, or if you want to just be a part of the conversation, just hop in. We're live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday and Wednesday on our Patreon. If you're listening to this podcast, go check out our Patreon. Subscribe there. There's a lot more exclusive content on that platform. Go be there. Be square. You know,
Be a
the usual.
loser.
Don't be a
Be there.
loser.
Be a fucking loser.
Mm-hmm.
Be a loser, palooza.
Be a loser-palooza.
Pelosi.
And we got a request. Should I tell you the request now or tell you later?
You know, it surprised me late.
Surprise you later. Okay, he dropped his request in here, so
Surprise
we'll
me later.
talk about it. But that's what we got for now. Let's get into the topics.
All right, let's do it.
We're starting off with some news from this morning. Nikola Jokic named MVP for a second straight season.
Very deserving.
Surprised Embiid didn't get it.
Yeah, I mean, Embiid was deserving of it too, but I mean, if you just look at, I mean, all year round, Jokic has just been putting up stupid numbers.
Be a center or a forward?
Center. Back to back, just.
Pretty good for a center to win it back-to-back.
Yeah.
years.
So
Yeah,
I have some stats I wanna throw out there really quick to all the people that believe Embiid should have won it. And listen, I had money on Embiid
Who would
winning the MVP.
you, who would you rather have? Would you
I
rather
think
Embiid or
Jokic is more likable.
And Jokic stays on the court.
but
and
I
Jokic
think-
doesn't get hurt as much.
I think I like Jokic's game more. I respect him a little bit more. But nothing against Embiid. He had a great year, but this is just what it comes down to. So, Jokic had the first season ever where someone recorded 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, 500 assists. First player to ever average over 25, 13, and 6, and he had 27 points, 14 rebounds, 8 assists. For a center, that is ridiculous. First player to finish top 10 in points per game, rebounds, assists, field goal percentage in the last 50 seasons, and the highest PER ever, breaking Giannis's record, who beat Wilt a few years ago. So,
I saw another stat that said when Jokic was on the court, the Nuggets were plus 440. When he was off the court, they were minus 220.
makes sense. When your second best player this year was Aaron Gordon, that's what it's going to look like.
Yep.
And I'm not the whole argument of Jokic shouldn't have these people. I feel like can be said about Embiid. So that argument I'm not going to get into. But both players were deserving of it. They both were. But at the end of the day, Jokic had slightly better numbers, and
Just a little stab of the tape, man.
that's
No,
that.
I hurt my finger this weekend.
Oh, I thought you stabbed yourself.
No. I
Did you hurt yourself, Johnny? What's
I hurt
going
my
on?
ring finger or my middle finger doing something.
Did you hurt your ring finger?
Oh, get a little bent a little bit.
He went to Jared.
I do think I heard
Every-
bowling. I don't know.
Every kiss begins with K.
You had to. But yeah, what was that? What were we saying? Jokic?
Jokic.
Yeah.
Both were deserving. I think Jokic had better numbers, and just from the beginning of the year to the end, he was dominant. And yeah, he was my pick to win it.
Yeah, I think the funny thing about this whole thing is all the Philly fans who are like, oh, people looking at advanced statistics, the fucking nerds who are out there like choosing the winner, whatever. And it's like the Sixers were built on the trust the process was nerds, like the nerd
Right.
revolution. And now it's like, oh, the nerds are stupid. They don't know what they're talking about. It's not most valuable advanced statistic.
Just gonna get a swing.
Sure. I mean, if you want to do the eye test, I mean, watch Jokic play. There's nothing that man can't do.
No,
I mean,
he's-
he's probably one of the most skilled players in basketball today. Embiid, it might be the most dominant, might be one of the most dominant players. Him and Giannis probably are 1 and 2, but like, nah, man, this year Jokic, I mean, there's just nothing that man can't do. He plays defense. He's definitely the best passing big man in the NBA. It might go down as the best passing big man of all time, to be
Jokic?
honest with you. Yeah.
How old is he?
20
Late 26, 27 maybe.
Yeah.
He didn't really start popping off until like 4 years ago, probably. But yeah, I mean, again, Jokic was deserving too. He's 27, just turned 27. But at the end of the day, there could only be one, and no matter what happened, there was going to be an uproar whether Jokic won or Embiid won. It was going to be Nuggets
It's like
fans.
politics.
It's just
If
like
the Democrats in, the Republicans are going to
Piss,
bitch.
Republican.
The Democrats are going to bitch.
Exactly.
And the independents are going to bitch about everything. If an independent doesn't go in, you can't please anybody.
at the end of the day, it's all politics. So
But speaking about Embiid's dominance, I think this can segue us nicely into the beginning of the next couple games of the NBA playoffs. Sixers Heat looks like a series again.
Yeah, they
knotted
tied
up
it.
at 2.
yep,
Embiid's been the difference maker in this series.
yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
we said if Embiid's out, the Heat will win handily, and they took the first 2 games pretty
Which they
convincingly.
did. Yeah,
But with Embiid back in, this is a series.
changes everything.
Yeah.
I still believe the winner of the Celtics-Bucks series is moving on to the NBA Finals.
Well, yeah, I mean that's to be seen. The Sixers, I mean everything's just different. Everything's just different when Embiid's there, man. If he's not playing, it's a lot easier for opposing defenses to hone in on guys like Tobias Harris, Maxey, James Harden. Last night was the first time that he had a game over 30 plus in the playoffs, and people are talking like Harden popped off. We saw old Harden again. It's like all he did was drop 31, and I'm not trying to downplay that, but it's like we're freaking out over Harden dropping 30. Like this guy was
That's what he
averaging
was supposed to do.
36 2 years ago, 3 years
He's
ago.
dropping off.
Big time.
Big time, yeah. So, but like when Embiid's not there, everything's different. When he does play, I mean, that is just a whole nother game plan for both Sixers and opposing defenses. He can be less than 50%, and having him out there is a difference maker.
I
Well,
mean,
just having that body up.
yeah.
Exactly,
I mean,
exactly.
he is. You said
The most
him.
interesting man in the world.
Yeah. I mean, you said with Giannis, the 2 most dominant players in the NBA.
Mhm.
Because there's just no one who can cover him. There's no one who can guard him. No one
Right.
can stop him. He can stretch the floor. He can do a little bit of everything.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I mean, he is the difference maker in this series. He's the difference maker, And going forward, it's a now 2-2 series. I mean, I think the Heat still pull away,
Yep.
but it's a series.
They were in Philly too the last few
exactly,
games, so
yeah.
that helped out as well.
Now it's going back to Miami.
Back to Miami.
Miami, Philly, Miami.
Great. I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, the Sixers, they saved their season.
Yeah.
Going into Game 3, you go down 3-0. But the series is basically done. No other team has came back from being down 3-0, and they won Game 1, came in, won Game 2. The Heat, they're figuring themselves out. Kyle Lowry returned, and then I think after he scored his first points yesterday, his hamstring started bothering him again, so I don't know what his status is. Duncan Robinson's barely played at all this series because he's just non-existent on defense. So that they got to figure some stuff out too. So this series is definitely it's definitely a series now. And what did you see? Kind of still talking about Embiid. Did you see what he's trying to do? He's trying to get his citizenship with France so he can play for the national team.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
So he's from where's
Cameroon.
Cameroon? That's where I thought I
they're
was French.
French,
Began
yeah.
with a C word, and now he's trying to become he's trying to become French so he can play for the French national team. Pretty interesting. I thought that was
I don't know if you knew where I was going with the C word there.
No, I think I did. I think I
Had to
did.
cough it out.
It's like, hey,
Couldn't make it clear.
just a cough.
Can't say the word.
Hey, you got a head cold, right? You cough. So what can
yeah.
you do?
Yep. Moving on to the next series from yesterday. Speaking of bringing it back to 2-2, Dallas Mavericks
Yep,
have
them
tied up their
too.
series in 2-2.
Yep.
Chris Paul, when he's there, he's a difference maker in the series for the Suns. When he's there, they're winning. When he's not, they're losing. I mean, it's easy as that.
Yeah, he had a
Simple cheese.
he had a
Simple
tough
cheese.
time yesterday. 6 fouls.
6 fouls, 5 points.
6 fouls, 5 points. I mean, some of the last call was brutal.
That was brutal.
There were some bad calls.
He was having a rough day on the court and off the court.
Yeah, that was nuts too. His family getting pushed around. Bless you.
God bless me.
Yeah, so apparently
Bless you,
there were
bless.
some fans that got kicked out of the game because they were.
The kid looked like he was 15. The one
Yeah,
that was chirping
so I was like
Yeah, I didn't
wondering.
know about this. Like they were like, what the guy say?
So it was the fit. Well, apparently his wife and his mom got. My wife. Bless you.
Bless
His
you.
wife got pushed by fans and stuff. They were getting heckled and all that stuff. So it's not even anything they said. It's what they did. But like a young kid doing that to a grown
He's like,
woman.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, and then Chris Paul was talking. So I mean,
I'll see
I
you later.
would have been pissed too if I was Chris Paul. But like,
Yeah.
I need more details.
Yeah.
I need to hear more about it.
Chris Paul apparently wants to now yell at fans because he tweeted like, "Oh, so the players get fined for yelling at fans, but when fans yell at players, they get nothing."
Right.
I mean, he is right.
Yeah, he is right.
He is right.
Fans gotta be better. But
I mean, I don't know if I would have said I'll see you later to a 15-year-old, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh, I don't know about that. You probably shouldn't be doing that, but yeah, that's a series now too. Going back to Phoenix,
Yep.
I still think Phoenix is gonna walk away from this one, but hey, same thing with the Sixers and Mavs. Had it their season was on the line going into Game 3, and they stepped up the last 2 games. So
Yep.
gotta give it to them. Gotta give them credit.
Speaking of seasons on the line, tonight.
Celtics.
Celtics, Bucks. Jason Tatum, where you at?
Yeah, where are you? Can't find you in the fucking Google Maps.
Yeah,
Tatum disappeared in Game 3. What, dropping 12 on 3 of 19 shooting?
10 points on 4 for 19 shooting.
Oh, he had 10 points. sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just make sure Casey.
Yeah, I mean, Tatum was missing easy shots. He was passing up shots that he would normally take. He was in his head. I mean, yeah, it just was telling.
You're not a top 5 NBA player if you fucking have only 10 points in the playoffs. I'm sorry.
It's very
LeBron against the Mavericks in the finals had, what, 8 points?
against the Navs that one year.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it's not like I get where you're coming from. I mean, you got to be consistent. You got to be,
Consistency is key.
like you said with Chris Paul. Like when Tatum shows up, they're good. When he doesn't show up, they're not good. He had a bad game, and unfortunately, we've seen bad games like that before. But I don't. It's not like a cause for concern necessarily. I think it's a slump. He didn't do well, and not for nothing.
Tough time to slump.
Tough time to slump, but
Bad timing.
he shot 4 for 19 and they still only lost by 2. Like if he went
Well
0 for
lost,
6
though.
on 3. He hits 1-3, they win the game. So it's not like that was the reason why they lost. Some bad calls, but it was bad calls both sides. It's not
I mean, let's be honest. Giannis was running people over.
dude, that guy it is
How are you supposed to guard him if you
it's-
let him? If he's allowed to run you over?
we saw the transition from NBA like the person that the NBA protects. It went from LeBron to Giannis so quick. Like I respect Giannis. I think he's a great guy, great player. But man,
Don't put him in LeBron's
those
category
refs,
right now.
man, fucking give him
He's gotta do
everything.
more.
Yeah, he's got
gotta
to
do
do more.
more.
He's
He
getting
gives
close.
everything.
At age 26, 2-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, NBA Championship, NBA Finals MVP. LeBron wasn't doing any of that. We had the MVPs, but didn't have the final stats.
Well, I'm talking about how the league treats him. That's
but-
what I mean by it.
But what Nick says, don't put him in the same sentence. I think you can put him in the same sentence already.
Well, I mean, Giannis is probably best player in the world right now. When LeBron was the best player in the world, he got he got blown on.
Yeah.
He was getting to the free throw line, and I understand it's just like you get bad calls all the
Who
time.
would you take? Would you take LeBron at 26? Would you take Giannis at 26?
I mean,
I'm taking LeBron.
I'm probably
I'm
LeBron.
taking
I'm
LeBron.
taking
at
LeBron. I am
26.
taking LeBron at 26.
I'm not going to overthink it,
All
but
right. Are you gonna take? Would you take KD at 26 or would you take Giannis at 26?
Giannis at 26 probably. I'd probably take Giannis at 26 only because Giannis has done it. He won a ring by himself on his own team. KD couldn't do that.
But I'm not looking at team scenarios. I'm looking at I mean, the year KD was 26, he won MVP.
That was his MVP season.
32, 7, and 5. I mean, I don't know. That's tough. It's tough to answer questions like that because
I like that question though.
They
KD
played
over-
at different times and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a little different, but yeah. I mean, tonight's a must-win for the Celtics. Just going back to the Celtics.
Oh, yeah.
If they lose tonight,
Over. They're
you're
done.
down 3-1. I mean, how many
They're done.
times have we seen the team come back from 3-1?
You're not beating Milwaukee 3 straight games. It's
Not
happening.
too often.
Nope.
So they got to win.
I got one more question. Would you rather have the Celtics have played be down 2-1, but played 3 really good games, or be 2-1 down 2-1 in the situation they're in now, or 2 bad games and they lost those 2 games? Like they played 3 good games and they just lost. It happens. You know, you sometimes lose a good game you play. Which would you rather have?
I'd rather them lose good games.
Probably lose good games, but
'Cause
like
you know that they're good enough to be there.
I mean, I still think the Celtics are good enough to be there. Game one,
I
it
still
was
think they could win the series.
game one. It was just kind of like
Shut up! We're doing a show.
it's you're going up against a whole new
What?
team. You gotta adjust, figure out you find what works, what doesn't, and they found what didn't work, which was doubling Giannis and all these coverages. Game 2, they come out, change all that up, win by 20, and then game 3, Tatum can't throw a rock in the ocean and they lose. Besides game 1, game 3 was very winnable. They could be up 2-1 right now. I
They
still
could be
feel
up
good.
3-0.
They could. I still feel good about them. I mean, I still these 2 losses haven't discouraged me because it's not like they've just like haven't looked like themselves or just
I
completely.
think the only way the Celtics win tonight is if Tatum has at least 35.
He has to. Tatum
Tatum have
cannot.
at least 35 tonight.
I think Tatum's gonna have to go off tonight, and if he doesn't, then the season could be
You
over.
say the shit about Chris Paul at the Suns?
Yep.
Well, I'm going to tell you about the Celtics and the in Tatum. They're only going as far as Tatum's taking them.
Of course, yeah, that's
100%.
Yep.
Because even last game, like the defense, like all considering, we're still fine. They
Horford
held.
played out of his
Horford
mind.
played out of
You
his mind.
can't-
Jalen
Horford
played
had
out of his
20
mind.
and 15.
You
Like
cannot, or you can't
Jalen
rely on
had a good
Horford to do
game.
that again, though.
no, I mean, he's looked good this postseason. You're not gonna ask him to give you 20 and 15, right? But he's looked good this postseason.
Yeah.
He's looked like one of the best players. Yeah, I mean, everything has to go right for Boston tonight.
Gustavo.
Gustavo, I was thinking the same thing, Nick.
Gustavo.
Thinking the same thing.
But I think the Celtics will win tonight. I think this is literally just gonna be back and forth all series long.
Well, I'm just going to let you know, if Giannis just walks in the paint like he did last game, not happening. He literally walked in the... No, he didn't walk. He stopped in the paint.
You're not wrong. You're not
and
wrong.
then the last series we got to talk about. This has been a great series, very chippy back and forth. Grizzlies Warriors. Ja
Morant.
might be out tonight. Doubtless as doubtful. I have a hard time seeing him missing the game, but I mean,
That means the
It
injury can't be too
depends.
serious.
yeah. Do you think that Jordan Poole intentionally grabbed at his knee?
I don't
Well,
think.
sports nuts when we need.
I don't think it was intentional, but I do believe.
Stephen Curry's paying him with his Bitcoin fucking commercial money.
I don't think it was on purpose, but I do think there should be some sort of punishment for
Yeah.
Poole. Because I mean, like, listen, I mean, if you're doing that, if you're gonna give Dylan Brooks a suspension, I know it was a little different, but accidental, still did something, still injured a player. They suspended him. I
With
think
the
if you want to be
security guard that
consistent, I think you got to give Jordan Poole a little something, a little slap on the wrist, if anything.
Yeah.
Well, slap on the wrist. How about a slap on the ass?
It's unfortunate, but like, bro, I mean, that's tough when you injure someone like that. It's tough.
Yeah. So I mean, if the Warriors win, the Warriors gonna win this series.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it,
They're
Um,
it's 2-1, right?
it's 2-1.
Yeah.
If Ja's out tonight,
No shot.
yeah.
And it's in Golden State.
Yep.
I mean,
fucking way.
the Grizzlies without John Morant,
Yeah, they're good.
they had a good record this year, so who knows? But
John Morant's taking the Memphis Grizzlies as far as he can take.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same that goes for that. Singing the same damn song.
Yeah. Well, actually, I mean, the Grizzlies this year without John Morant were very,
they
very,
were
very
like
good.
what, like 19-2 or 19-3
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that.
So,
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who the fuck knows?
Who the fuck knows?
Well, that's basketball for you.
How about them Red Sox?
How
They
about
suck.
them Red Sox?
They
They
do suck.
suck.
Yeah, we could talk about those Red Sox. 5-game losing streak. Their pitching is bad.
Chris Sale, another setback,
Yep.
Oh my word, that is the most frustrating thing.
out for another few weeks.
Yep. They're hoping that he'd be back by beginning of June. That will not be happening.
Looks like July now.
July potentially.
I'll be at my
The
house by
off-
the time he fucking pitches.
the offense is terrible. Trevor Story, what are
Crazy.
you doing? He looks like he's never swung a bat in his life.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough going over there.
Tough going. Do the Red Sox trade Xander Bogaerts at the deadline?
Don't fucking say this. I know you said it. All right, this is my take. I talked about. Go ahead, please. No, go
Apparently, I saw in a report this weekend that Xander is done with the team. He was thoroughly insulted by their offer and does
I
not
would be
want to be on the
too.
Red Sox anymore after this year. So if he's good as gone, your team's not contending by July, do you trade him?
I think even if they were contending, you have to trade them. You get a talent like that, you got to get prospects back for him.
Well, if you're contending for a World Series, then I'd say probably not. You want to go for the World Series, but
Your pitching's not going to get you through the World Series. Your
Not this
bullpen's
year.
not changing. So, all right, this is my take on this. This reminds me, and I saw an article about this, and I couldn't be more in agreement with this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same bullshit they're playing with John Lester, with Xander. John Lester's a homegrown kid in the system, been there forever. Give him a slap in the face offer, and then they trade him at the deadline so they can get something for him instead of nothing.
yep.
Same thing. This is an utter disgrace. You were gonna lose not one, not two, but 3 generational talents. All right, generational is a little extreme. 3 homegrown talents, and they're just gonna go away. First was Mookie, and then it's gonna be Xander, and then I think Devers is out too. I think Devers might be on his way out too. I believe it.
Yeah, I can see it.
What are you saying to the Red Sox fan base by not giving those guys contracts? You are literally saying, fuck you, keep paying our tickets, and Boston fans, you are fucking stupid to keep going to those games the way they're playing. Why would you pay all this money? I love yous. I'm one of yous. We're all part of the same team here. But why would you help them? Why? This is exactly why I don't go to Fenway Park. I'm not going to pay money to watch shit baseball. I ain't doing it. Now, not only that, I just wouldn't go anyway. But that's just another thing.
Yeah.
I have one, though. Those seats are too fucking uncomfortable.
So
Yeah,
most-
give me my couch.
1,000%.
Give me my couch. Unlimited food. I don't have to pay $4 a fucking head for water. I can get a fucking case of water at BJ's for fucking
Don't gotta pay $4 for head.
Fucking A. Get my head for free. That was a fucking
That was too easy.
That was too easy. So I'm just saying. Come on.
Head for $4. I mean, it's not bad.
It's better. It's not as good as free.
That's true. That's true. Free is for me, as they say.
Free as me.
All right, so back to baseball. back to the Red Sox. Yeah, they suck.
Yeah, they
terrible.
suck.
Sorry, John. I had to get that bullshit.
No,
out of
it's
the way.
fine.
Get it out of your system.
Did you see the speaking of teams that suck? The Nats were winning by 2 runs in the ninth yesterday. Shohei Ohtani hits a game-tying double. Rendon drives him home with an RBI single to win the game in the ninth inning. That was fun to watch because Shohei Ohtani.
Oh,
so
that
much
was
fun.
against the Nationals.
Yeah. I don't
Emotional
care.
weekend that weekend for you, huh, Johnny?
What with Rendon?
No, with you had. I mean, you
Oh.
had that too, but I mean, you
Ohtani?
got the Nationals.
Oh,
and
I
Ohtani.
have not watched a Nats game in like 3 weeks at this point. There's no point. They suck. Like I think
I'm
the
not
last
gonna
game
be
I
watching
went
a Red Sox game anytime soon.
to, yeah,
either.
exactly. Like it's not fun.
How about them Bruins, though? They were down 2-0. Now it's 2-2.
Yeah, now it's 2-2.
So they have such.
Caps are up 2-1. They play tonight.
Yeah,
I'm trying to watch.
I'm
that game
surprised
tonight.
they're up 2-1. The
Yeah.
Panthers are shitting the bed right
That's how it
now.
always happens with the team that wins the President's Cup. Always fucking shits the bed. But yeah, that's Bruins are up 2-2 or tied 2-2.
Yep.
They play tomorrow probably. I assume
Something like that.
Tomorrow,
Yeah,
Wednesday?
tomorrow
They
or
have to play
Wednesday.
tomorrow because they can't play Wednesday because the Celtics are in the gun.
Oh well, no, I think they'd be
Hold on, let's
on
see.
the road. So
No, they'd be. No, because yeah, they're at home on Wednesday. The Celtics.
Well, they definitely can't play.
no, I'm talking about the Bruins.
Oh.
The Bruins definitely can't be home on Wednesday because the Celtics are.
All right, let's see. So the Bruins play tomorrow in Carolina, and then they play Thursday in Boston. That's what it is.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
All right.
But
That's
I mean, the hockey playoffs been good. Rangers, Penguins. That
Dude,
game's crazy.
I've been watching the hockey playoffs. Whenever there's a game on, I've been watching them. I'm a big fan of playoff hockey.
Yeah, I watched the Oilers game on Friday night. I think I watched a little bit of it.
Mhm.
That was a good game.
Avalanche Predators. The Predators, their top 2 goalies are out, so
Yeah.
they have been having a third string, and they gave up 7 goals last game.
Yeah,
yeah, they're
There's
not.
been a lot of blowouts in the playoffs too.
Yeah,
That's
high
gonna
scoring.
happen when you fucking
It's-
can't fucking put.
I
sisters
think-
in a pour in.
I think each game has had an average of 6.6 goals, which is the highest mark since the 90s, I think.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's very high scoring playoffs so far, which I love. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's always fun. I would love to see. I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, but you know, the Caps make a run, obviously.
Mhm.
I
Show.
I love Ovi so much as a player. Like he had a goal on.
He scored on Saturday,
Yeah, he
right?
scored on Saturday from his spot, like on top.
It was
of
a
the-
sick goal,
he's-
yeah.
He's made a career scoring off the same spot his entire career, and he's been the best person to ever do that score. Like not even close, and yet they still let him have it. Like I don't know, it's a fun team. I mean, there's a lot of fun teams this year. I like the Oilers a lot.
There's
this
like
year.
5 teams that I think that could legit win it.
I mean, the thing about the playoffs hockey is any team can legit
Yeah,
win it.
no, that's very
Like
true.
it's just all randomness. But I think it's gonna be great. Been an exciting playoff. It's, you know,
for
you have
sure.
only one series is 3-0. You've got 3 of the series are tied at 2-2, and then the other ones are 2-1.
And a bunch of 2-1s tonight.
Yeah, a bunch of 2-1s tonight. So that's what you want in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's very true.
Going back to baseball a little bit more, just a little baseball check-in. With what's happening this season, we still have the 4 best teams in baseball being the 2 New York teams and the 2 LA teams. The Mets, I think, are. I mean, the Mets keep winning.
Let that one go.
What happened there?
No, I just like
You let
ripped
the
the
wood
tape
go.
and it like my hand slipped, so the wood just banged. Snacky. Come on,
That was a
Snacky.
fucking layup.
Layup, what are we gonna do? Come on, what are we doing?
What are we doing here? Yeah, I mean the Mets are very, very, very good. I'm not very surprised.
Yeah,
there.
do you think this is just a flash in the pan, or do you think this is going to stick around?
I think they're the best team in baseball.
DeGrom hasn't even played yet.
DeGrom
right?
hasn't played yet. The biggest X factor to me with that Mets team was Francisco Lindor. If Francisco
And-
Lindor can return to form, then that Mets
Has
team.
How's he doing? Yeah.
Let me pull up his stats for you. 2022 New
You want to know why they're
York.
good now? Because they got Dakota.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Dakota.
Yep.
I mean, their pitching has been great this year, thanks to Dakota. Their rotation has been one of the best in the game. Lindor actually has not been as good as I thought he was. Oh, never mind, it's crushing it. McNeil has been great though. He's batting 323. I mean, their offense has been good. It hasn't been great, but
That's their pitching.
it's their pitching that's been carrying them. Taylor McGill has been a fine for them. Chris Bassett's been great for them. Scherzer's been really good for them. I mean, their worst pitcher right now is Tyon Walker with a 4.91 ERA. He's only made 3 starts. So it's they're looking good. Their pitching's good. Their bullpen's great. Edwin Diaz has been nails this season. I think they're a legitimate team to go far this year, especially if they get DeGrom back. There's no rotation that can come close to competing with them. Yeah,
It's all on how he comes back. It's not a question of DeGrom coming back. It's how he comes back.
if it depends on how much he can come back. I think more or less.
Well, that's half the problem.
Yeah, exactly. Like if he can stay healthy throughout the year, then there are no issues.
Oh, I'm not worried about his abilities to
Yeah.
come back. I'm worried about his durability to come back.
exactly. Other things around baseball, man, the Phillies have been brutal this year. 12-16. Their offense has been blech.
How are they so bad? I mean, I guess you could say the same about the Red Sox.
I think with the Phillies, so you have a lot of teams that were built a lot around the. Okay, so we'll talk about this a little bit. The baseballs.
The baseballs.
Have you heard
A
about?
lot of people have been complaining about
Yeah.
him.
So Eric Chavez, the Mets third base coach, or Mets hitting coach, said that
Eric
a couple
Chavez is the
Mets
hitting
hitting coach. Yep.
How about a blast from the
I know,
past?
I know. Eric Chavez, the Mets hitting coach, said in a report this week that a couple of the Mets players have said that they feel different in the baseball in nationally televised games versus regular games, and that MLB juices the baseballs for nationally televised games.
No, you want to bring up sports nuts. This is sports nuts
If,
written all over
if we
it.
did a sports nuts, I mean, I might go ahead and drop a sports nuts podcast on this. Do some
Wow.
investigation about the national televised games. Look into the stats compared to non-regular games. Like, and listen, it is
Berkey D's.
it is incredibly it's incredibly Rob Manfred that there's a controversy about the goddamn ball itself. Like everything in the Rob Manfred era,
Fucking hold your own balls.
everything in the Rob Manfred era has been controversy.
Yeah.
Every decision he's made.
When did he become the commissioner? What year?
2014.
Bug Selig.
10 year coming up in
Wow,
2 years.
Yeah. But every decision that has been made has been fraught with controversy. And it's not surprising. You know, it's not. The ball should be standard. It should be easy to figure out. It's a baseball. But you had guys like, I think it was Alek Manoah who said yesterday that he kept throwing out baseballs because he got them raw. Like normally they touch them up, they put a little sticky stuff on
Yep.
them. They took all that off and he just got fresh baseballs, which are incredibly hard to grip and are really bad for
Thank you.
gripping and can hurt a pitcher. You
Yep.
know, with blisters, elbow injuries because you don't have the same grip. So, you know, when you don't have the consistency in the ball and you have some people throwing, you know, a juice ball in any game, he said some balls feel springier than other balls. It's absolutely insane that there's
Yeah.
this much issue with a baseball.
It should not be like that.
It should not be like that.
Just pick up the fucking thing and throw it. That's what Snyder would say. Thin.
So, you know, and I think going back to what the original reason I brought this up was because you had teams like the Phillies, you had teams like the Red Sox who built their rosters
hitting and
on
power
and
hitting,
power hitting,
yeah.
especially. Exactly. So when the baseballs become de-juiced for no reason, like no rhyme or reason, offense goes
There's
away.
always a reason, Johnny, if there isn't a reason.
Well, like no concerted reason for like
Is there a concerted reason why gas is still fucking going through the roof?
yeah, I don't get why is gas going up right
It's
now?
going up again.
Yeah, what the? Yeah, I noticed that the other day. I thought we were doing better, guys. Johnny, you need to get your ass back down in D.C. and talk to Pelosi.
Fuck
Get
Pelosi.
back in bed with Pelosi. Tell her to lower the gas prices.
Yep.
Wouldn't fuck Pelosi if you paid me.
Even if it meant lowering the gas prices,
Nope,
come on.
Nope, I'll pay my gas prices. I'd rather put that fucking hose in my mouth and fucking suck that than
Then
fucking...
put your hose somewhere else. Yeah.
Fuck that bullshit. Fucking old fucking bitch. Fucking slick ass motherfucker.
It's just turned into the anti-Nancy Pelosi
Fucking Nancy,
podcast.
my ass, Cabot.
You get Capone, get cappuccino.
The only thing you and I got in common is we got the same fucking same name of the fucking that begins with an N. I'm going off.
All
I
right,
gotta
all
stop.
right. You keep going.
stop.
Talk your shit before you get ahead of yourself.
I gotta stop. I can fucking run this all day.
All right. Baseballs.
Baseball.
They're fucked. The baseballs are fucked.
Mhm.
That's what this comes down
Yeah.
to.
That's exactly it. So that's baseball.
That's what it all comes down to.
Do you
It comes
think
down to
this will?
baseballs.
Do you think this will get resolved, Johnny? Or
Nope.
No.
Like anything in the Rob Manfred era, we'll just be told it's not a big deal, and then all the reporters will be like, "Oh yeah, you guys are freaking out about this. You guys are fucking stupid," and so it won't get resolved because the media
Frustrating.
fucking is just a mouthpiece for Rob Manfred and teams. Ugh, no one cares enough.
No one cares.
Like this should be a massive scandal. This should be one of the biggest scandals in sports because, especially as we go more and more into sports betting, as team leagues get more and more embedded with sports betting, the whole thing around it is like you got to know that every game is a level playing field.
Yep.
And so maybe like now that you know that some things are inflated, intentionally inflated by the league, they can control who wins money. Who like
Yeah.
let's take example,
That's Vegas, though.
it's Vegas, but the league is in the bed of Vegas. And so like let's say Vegas sets the line on a game.
Vegas just got no problem climbing in those shit.
Yeah, it's like what if a team is like, let's just say a big underdog or something like that, and it's just like, all right, let's make it so the underdog has a better chance
Yeah.
to win it. You could favor them. Absolutely.
Like changing the balls, impacts the game immensely. So
Yeah,
it's a
100%.
problem. It should be a huge controversy.
Controversy.
I agree.
All right. Well, that's baseball.
We all knew it coming.
Yep. Kentucky Derby. I didn't watch. What happened?
Oh,
What are you guys talking about?
so
before we get on?
the horse. There was a horse that won.
There was a whore.
It was there was
There's
a
a
whore. The horse that won. It was
Fucking whore
called
horse.
what was the horse called? It was called Hold on, Rich Strike. That's what it was called, Rich Strike. And this horse had 80-1 odds to win it. Last place as far as like standings. And the horse didn't get approved. It wasn't made official. It wasn't made official to be in the Derby until 36 hours before the race.
Wow.
So it was a last-minute entry. You go to the place and you can buy like promotional shirts and stuff. Like oh, I was there. Like
Yeah.
exclusive shirts. Had like all the horses on it.
He's not even on
It was not even on it because they printed the shirts before it was even added
You want
to
to
the
talk
race.
about us fucking sports nuts? That's
You
why.
watch the overhead footage, dude, of like it was the last leg, and this horse had to have been like bottom 5. Like it was one of the last 5 horses. This thing just out of nowhere just went from last place to the front, and like it wasn't like a decisive win. Like it won by like a few point seconds, but like it was ahead. Like it. I don't know what happened, but that thing just came out of nowhere and won it all.
I
And
feel like the Kentucky Derby is just a publicity stunt for society.
dude, it's all.
This is-
There's so much money in Kentucky Derby, bro. All
Oh,
the
yeah.
people there, like me and my
Mattress Mac built 1.5
1.5 on Epicenter. That was one of the favorites. My like a few of my buddies put money on it, and we were talking about it. It's just like the people that go to these events like are worth so much money, and like if you bet on a horse, like if you like Mattress Mac, like betting 1.5 mil, you gotta know like some inside information. Like you gotta know, like people look into these things, like where the horse came from, its parents, its breed, its genetics and stuff like that. Like there's so much stuff that goes into these things, man. But it's still fun to watch, and I love watching the Kentucky Derby.
I got to go to the Preakness a couple years ago,
Uh-huh.
which is like one of the 3 major races.
Yep.
It was one of the most fun days I've ever had.
I plan on going next year.
Yeah.
I was gonna go. I was legitimately looking into tickets this year, but I didn't realize it was in May. I thought it was later for some reason.
The Preakness is in June, if you want.
That's in June.
That's in New
Okay.
York, isn't it?
No, that's
the Belmont.
Belmont State. Preakness is
Yeah.
in Maryland.
Yeah. I want to go to the Kentucky Derby. I want to just dress to the nines, act like I know what I'm doing, act like I'm a big
Oh my
shot.
God.
meet some people there, make some connections.
I met Cam Newton at the Preakness. Yes,
That's awesome.
I met
Well,
Mark Turgeon,
Who?
who was the Maryland basketball coach
Oh.
at the time.
Cam Newton.
Yeah.
That's a great event for him. With his little top hats.
Oh, he was wearing a red suit.
I'm
and a
sure.
top hat. Yeah.
I'm sure.
I wore a little nice suit, a little thing. on
You
the
gotta.
shirt, Had a flower in my pocket.
I would wear the suit that I bought before quitting my
There you
job.
go.
I would wear that suit 100%. I'd
Um,
dress to the
I had
nines.
a nice seersucker suit.
Yeah. Love it.
I look fancy as hell.
Show up in overalls
we
like
we,
Vince
we
Wilfork.
one of my buddies, his grandmother had a horse in one of the earlier races.
Uh-huh.
So we were in the infield area.
Oh, cool.
Where, all the people were.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck, I might have to leave the
The
video.
tickets for standing room tickets, they were only like $80. It's not that expensive. You just
What the
go.
hell you fucking? What the hell do you need to sit for? They go around the track.
Yeah,
once.
I'm walking around. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to have a good time. I'm gonna get drunk. I'm gonna meet someone and talk to some people. Just have a good damn time.
I have to leave the video off my phone of me how close I was to the horses, but
Mm.
and that was the year American Pharoah won the Triple
American
Crown.
Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that was a great year. To
A
go
lot
to
of
horse
fun.
races.
Hey, next year's the 149th anniversary. Year after is 150.
Mm-hmm.
150th anniversary of the Kentucky Derby.
Wow.
Pretty big
think
event.
you should- I think you
I
should
want to
go to
go.
that
I
one.
want to go next year. Get a taste, so I kind of get an understanding of what goes on, and I go into 150, dick out, just fucking
Dick out.
act like a big shot. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be like, yeah, I run this place.
I'm sure there are people who've been there more than just the one time.
What? What do you
I'm
say?
sure there'll be people who've been there more than just the one time.
Sure, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm very sure. But I gotta go and act like I've also been there more than once.
Yes.
So that's my plan.
Yep.
Come join me at the Kentucky Derby next year.
Go
guys.
find Dante at the Kentucky Derby.
Go find me next year.
Uh-huh. All right, what else we got? I got two more topics, then we'll do Big Nick,
Yep.
Animal Fact of the Day. And I got your animal for you.
Keep surprising me. Just keep it a surprise.
There's now a hard seltzer made out of holy water.
Oh wow. What company is this?
Mischief. So Mischief, the company that made like the blood shoes.
I was gonna say, any
They sent
relation?
us-
Gotcha.
They sent us the Glory Money.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've dropped a limited edition 6-pack of holy water seltzer. Drink of the summer, of course. Let's see what else.
Oh
it
yeah, this
says.
looks sacrilegious.
Uh-huh.
It's 2022, Dante. Who the hell? knows?
Yeah, at this point, what isn't
It's
sacrilegious?
marketed as spiked holy water, and they sent them to fucking here. Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be able to find these like in stores or like what?
You can order them online on Mischief's website, sacredseltzer.com. Let's see. I'm over 21. Up there, sold out currently. They are 95% real holy water and 5% alcohol. And it was blessed according to an official Catholic procedure on March 31st, 2022 in LA County. It comes in a variety 6-pack with flavors cherry, lime, and mango.
I'm reading this guy's review for it, and it sounds awful.
Yeah.
He says it tastes like graham cracker, an unidentifiable malty taste that tends to overwhelm everything else. The good news is all of the flavors managed to avoid falling victim to the issues. But I think chaotic neutral is the perfect way to sum this one up, this guy says. So
Interesting.
I don't think I'll
Yeah,
be
I don't
ordering
think-
these.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be ordering these either. I think it'd be bad for a Jew to order holy water.
I'm sorry, I have to laugh.
When you make a point, you make a point.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a point.
Yeah, I'll probably stay away from these ones. I'll stick to the normal seltzers. I gotta find a drink for the summer.
You want
do
another
what
drink of the summer?
You know what Panera's doing?
Oh, the lemonade.
Bro, it's not. I don't know if it's lemonade. I think it's just like fruit drinks or
Yeah.
whatever it was. But there's a promotion going on with Panera, and by people that listen to, no, you're good. By any means, please jump in on this. It's till beginning of July, I believe. You sign up for like a rewards program or something like that with Panera, and every hour you can go to Panera and get a free large like fruity drink.
I works right down the street for you.
I don't know if a bunch of places. I'm assuming they would do it, but the one in my town does it. My friend literally went the other day, went twice, and just picked up 2 free drinks. You empty drink it a little bit, put some vodka in there or something like that. Forget about it. The mango, woo!
Drink of the summer.
Could be.
You know, what drink
Could
of the
be.
summer always is Long drink. Drink of the summer. It's a gin cocktail in a can.
Okay.
It's incredible. Get long drink if you find it.
All right. Long drink.
Long drink of the summer right there.
If you're drinking beer, empty it out and put it in a glass. John Tavern, a guy from Bar Rescue, was on a podcast, and
That guy's hysterical.
and he says you drink it out of a glass or a can. It's too it's too bubbly and stuff like that. The what's the word I'm thinking of? The carbonation. There's too much in it, so like you can't drink as much. So after like a few of them, like you're gonna start to feel heavy. Pour it in a glass. Nope, no carbonation. You're gonna be well, not as much at least, and you can
Yeah,
drink more.
less.
So drinking a beer, put it in a glass, put it in a cup.
Last topic of the day before we get an animal fact. Big Nick, this might terrify you. Lightning bolt went through a roof vent and shattered this toilet into pieces.
Bro,
Never taking a shit again.
you can imagine taking a
That's not
shit
true.
and lightning strikes you, dude.
Here's the thing. I think I'd rather get run over by a rhinoceros before that happened.
You think
You wanna see- this is the photo. This is a photo of the toilet.
Jeez.
They got struck by lightning.
Damn. Was anybody on the toilet?
Nobody was on the toilet at the time. This happened in Oklahoma.
What if someone was taking a piss? Would that technically the piss hit the toilet bowl?
So,
and then it would come
yes,
up and hit you right in
actually.
the dick hole?
Yes. So it is conducted.
Serious.
No. I hear
So
you.
there's a story. I think this is a true story. It's from the Darwin Awards.
All right, never peeing again either. That's not true,
Awards.
is it?
Holding everything,
pissing.
just like Beyonce, holding everything in.
Hold it in.
So, if I recall this story correctly, there's an award thing called the Darwin Awards, and it gives an award to the people who die in the fucking stupidest way.
Yep.
Yep, that would sum it up.
So, if I recall correctly, a man one time died pissing off a cliff. The lightning hit the pea and struck him, killing him.
No.
Yes. Let me see if I can find
Wow, that's a shitty way to go out.
this. Let me see.
Do you guys know anyone that's been struck by lightning?
No.
One of my kid I went to middle school with, his dad got struck by lightning twice.
Oh yeah, it's twice.
His back, bro, he's got crazy scars.
Yeah.
Like it's like the root, like the
roots,
tree
yeah.
or something like that. Nuts. Yeah, twice.
He's still alive.
Yeah,
Bless
no,
him.
he's still kicking.
Mhm.
Still kicking.
Yep.
Shit's scary. You know what the odds of something like that has to be?
I think it's like 1 in... I don't remember.
Something wild. While you look that up, real quick, I didn't get a chance to catch him this weekend, but we had UFC this weekend. We had the Gaethje versus Oliveira fight. Oliveira won. However, his title was stripped from
Yep.
him because
Yeah.
he clocked in a half pound overweight.
So the guy that went
Half
to the
a pound, huh?
so he didn't make weight. They gave him an extra hour. Still didn't make weight. So they stripped him of the
What are you
belt.
supposed to do in a half hour? How are you supposed
Sweat.
to sweat?
Sweat. Yeah, I mean at that point it's just water weight. Couldn't lose it, so he got stripped of the belt. They still fought, and basically Gaethje was the only one that could compete for the title. So if Oliveira won, which he didn't win the belt back. It's still vacant. But if Gaethje won, he would have won. But the crazy part is, it's not even like that he lost the belt. He also lost a ton of money.
Yeah.
Because if you go into a pay-per-view as the champ, you get a bonus. Got that taken away from him. He got a cut of his salary taken away and given to Gaethje because of the
Wasting
ruling.
his time, yeah.
And then he just got stripped of more money that he could have made just from his base contract. So
Whoever thought a half a pound meant so much.
at the end of the day, I think he lost upwards of $1 million
Jeez.
and his belt.
Over a half pound.
For $1
Yeah,
million,
over
I would've
half a
fucking
pound.
try to lose 50 pounds. I don't know.
Yeah, and it was the fight was pretty convincing. I thought
he won the-
Gaethje was
it was
going to do
first
well
round, yeah.
because he's the only one that can compete for the title. Be a little more motivated. No, Michael Chandler and
yeah.
Ferguson. Whew, that I hope he's good, Nate Ferguson, because that knockout
Did you
was.
see this knockout, Big Nick?
I'll try to pull it up.
I just want to pull up the photo.
Yeah, just the photo. It's crazy.
Let me pull up this photo real quick.
Let's see if I can spell Ferguson right.
So this is a knockout photo.
Oh, yeah. Smell ya.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Good night.
He was
look at his face.
he was not moving after. Yeah, he was.
Looks
not
like his face is
moving.
already fucking planted in.
So,
And then what was the other? And then Thug Rose, the
Yeah, she
female fight,
lost.
she got upset.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a decent night. Decent night
Yeah.
for UFC.
yep. All right, Big Nick. It's time.
All right. You want to just check some comments real quick while I finish this last guy up real quick?
Sure.
Odds of getting struck by lightning is 1 in 500,000. Getting struck by lightning twice, so 1 in 9 million.
Wow.
Still a higher chance than winning the Powerball.
You should have your
You should have
friends
played the
dap-
Powerball.
Exactly.
He should. Oh my God! If I got struck by lightning twice, I'd be playing the Powerball 3 times. Oh, what is it? What is it? 3 times. All right. No one's been. If you've been struck by lightning 3 times, God bless you.
Let's see what we got for comments. Somebody asked me if I play fantasy baseball. I do. My team's ass. I'm 0-4.
Really? I don't know how. I've never done fantasy baseball before.
We fucked up the scoring of it this year, and I didn't realize that. And I drafted my team based off our scoring last year, and it's just been fucking me up. I didn't draft enough starting pitching, and like starting pitching is like what works in our league.
Yeah.
So like this guy who auto drafted half the starting pitchers is the best team because he just yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canelo also lost on Saturday too.
Ooh, I have a draft tonight for my dynasty league for the rookies.
Oh,
I got to be reminded of that because I will forget.
who you gonna draft?
I need a quarterback.
Pick it.
I need someone because I have Tom Brady and Ryan Tannehill right now. I want.
There's no season.
What?
There's no season.
What do you mean?
It's a keeper league.
It's a keeper.
Ah,
So like,
gotcha.
so how dynasty works is you draft your team once, and if you want to let go of guys, you can, but you keep everyone every single year, and then each draft is the rookies. So tonight we're drafting. It's only gonna be like 3 rounds because only so many rookies. I want to get Malik Willis just because he's the backup for Tannehill, and I have Tannehill. But honestly, if I can get both of them, I'm going to get both of them.
Yeah.
Some kid offered me 6 first-round picks for Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
What, this year?
He has 6 first-round picks next year, and he offered me all of them for both
You
of
have
them.
Chase and Jefferson?
No.
Oh no.
I
never.
said no. I said
No.
absolutely. I said you have to maybe give me that, and then like you give me some players too.
Yeah.
No shot.
No.
I'm set at receiver.
Yeah.
We're set at receiver forever.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. One of them is going to be a second-year player, and the other a third-year player. So I'm good there.
They're like possibly one.
I took Jefferson
5.
in the 2nd round, and I took Jamar Chase because that's when he was in the slump of dropping balls. I took him
Yeah.
in the 5th round.
Mm.
I couldn't believe it. Looking forward to it. I got to remember that. If I forget that, I'm going to be bullshit.
Big Nick, you want to know the animal fact?
Yes, please.
We're looking into Cal wants us to do giraffes
Oh,
Drafts.
Giraffes.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna do some giraffe fun facts.
for animal facts of the day.
What pick? I don't even know what pick. Oh, I have 10. All right. I don't even know how this works.
All right. Here are some facts about giraffes. Shout out to Cal. Happy birthday, buddy.
There we go.
All right. Did you know that giraffes are the tallest mammals on Earth? Their legs alone are taller than many humans, around 6 feet tall. They're 6 feet from the leg.
Jeez.
From the leg.
Massive, bro.
Oh, I love giraffes. They're fucking hysterical. They can run as fast as 35 miles an hour over short distances and can cruise to 10 miles an hour over long distances. A giraffe's neck is too short to reach the ground. Too short?
Oh.
Oh, because they're so high up they can't get down.
Oh,
Snipe.
okay.
A giraffe's neck is too short to reach the ground. As a result, it has awkwardly spread its front legs or kneel, to reach the ground for a drink of water. Wow.
Yeah,
I
have you-
hear they're very flexible like that.
Have you ever seen like a photo of a giraffe drinking from water?
Now, pull it up.
It's very funny. This is what they gotta do. They spread their legs really far wide.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Look at how far that leg... the leg looks like it's going to snap.
They're like twigs. Their legs.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised they
so
don't
yeah.
break their legs more.
Yeah.
Means
You
Wonder
think?
Wall?
Yeah.
These are fucking loads. Here we go. Look at them. Look at his legs. Just how wide
crazy.
their legs are, and they're drinking water.
That just doesn't feel comfortable. This doesn't
right.
look comfortable.
That's not comfortable being a giraffe.
Yeesh. You actually know it's harder for like lions and shit to take those things down than you think it would?
I bet.
Oh, Big Nick, do I have a TikTok for you to watch?
All right.
Let me pull this up really quick.
I'll read another fact while you're pulling that up. All right. Giraffes only need to drink once every few days.
Oh,
Wow.
Most of their water comes from the plants that they eat.
Interesting.
very interesting.
Did you know that giraffes spend most of their lives standing up, even when they sleep and give birth? It's standing up.
Wow.
Oh.
Fucking
Yeah,
fall
legs
asleep
would be
standing up.
tired.
That's fucking
Your
crazy.
legs gotta hurt.
The giraffe calf can stand up and walk after 1 hour and within a week. It starts to sample vegetation from birth.
Interesting.
I'm assuming that's what it is. It stopped at vegetation, but I'm
Yeah,
assuming
yeah,
they didn't
yeah.
add the words birth in there, so
Mhm.
I'm assuming that's what it is.
All right.
Okay?
Here, Big Nick, watch this video real quick.
All right.
So you got a big red balloon, or a ball, and there's a tiger, or a lion, I mean. Look at this. Oops, this way. Look how much fun he's having with it.
Aww.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
He's like, what are you?
Yeah, fuck you, fucker. Who the fuck are you? Yeah,
Mhm.
fuck you.
He's trying to bite it.
Oh, the
He
pop.
did.
I
Oh, yeah,
popped it.
I was going to say, he'll pop it. No
Mhm.
question. All
right.
All right. All right. All right. Fact number 7. I got 11 facts here, so let's try to run through these. Despite the female attempts to stand over their calves during attacks by lions, spotted hyenas, leopards, or African wild dogs, many calves are killed in their first few months. Because obviously if they strand behind,
Yep.
they're vulnerable.
Right.
So, a giraffe's spots are much like human fingerprints. No two individual giraffes have the same pattern. I've heard about this about tigers. Tigers don't have the same patterns either.
Interesting.
Tigers have different patterns. Both male and female giraffes have two distant hair-covered horns called ossoscones. Ossoscones.
a sauce cone.
Soscones. Male giraffes use their horns, snake, to sometimes fight off other males. Snake. Okay.
Layup.
Fact number 10. Giraffes only need 5 to 30 minutes of sleep in a 24-hour period. They often achieve that in quick naps that may last only a minute or two at a time. They only sleep for a minute or two at a time?
I wish I could take a 2-minute nap. How refreshed do they feel after that?
Oh,
Can't be too
damn.
refreshed. I wish.
1 to 2 minutes. Fuck. All right. Last but not least, Willis it was thought that giraffes did not make any sounds. This is now known to be untrue, as giraffes below snout, hiss, and make flute-like sounds, not flu-like sounds. Flute, like a. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck you, fucker.
Flute-like sounds, as well as low-pitched noises beyond the range of human hearing. So we can't even hear them when they're communicating with each other.
Interesting.
Interesting.
That
All
makes
right.
sense, because every time you go past a giraffe, you never hear them. You
Really?
you don't hear anything come out of their mouth.
Never been past one before.
Yeah.
You never seen one?
I
You've
can't.
never seen a giraffe before?
I
have you ever
haven't.
been to a zoo?
A long time ago, and I don't remember. I don't know if I've
don't
seen
ever
one.
seen a
I
fucking
probably
giraffe?
have. I probably have.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
haven't been to a zoo in a while.
That's it.
Maybe I
Maybe I
gotta
gotta take
go.
you to a zoo.
All right,
Dante,
let's
we
go
got
to a
one
zoo.
quick question for you before we go off. Connor wants to know, what do you think of Backlash?
It was okay. I mean, most of the matches were copy and paste from WrestleMania. It was fine. It wasn't. I had it on. I had it on the background. I can't say I paid too much attention to it. The Seth and Cody match was really good. That match was good. But besides that, all right, average show.
Average show?
Average show.
There we go.
Average Joe.
Big Nick, you want to take us home?
Let's do it. All right, that does it for this show. We got Joke of the Day on Wednesday.
Be
Make
there,
sure you
be
like
square.
and subscribe. As Dante said, be there, be square. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn those notifications on. And Cal, we appreciate the check-in with the animal fact. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
Don't
man.
do anything fucking Dante would do.
Yeah.
Understand?